What do you do when you've been, going through a process of transformation and you think that you are well on your way, like you have made some significant um, strides in transforming your reality, transforming your mindset so that you're living in an abundant mindset and you're processing from a perspective of abundance. And you're looking at people differently through a lens of love and compassion and grace and mercy. And you just think you're doing so well. But somebody outside of you holds a mirror up to you and says, yeah, that's nice and all, but there is still all of this ugliness. There is still all of this that is you, that is still authentic to you, that is evil, that is self-serving, that is self-capitalizing, that is completely for your benefit to the detriment of others. Now, I feel like most people, I included, you're like, nah, not me. I'm not like that. I'm a great person, okay? I give to the homeless and I serve people and I show up and I do da 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 da. But I have this mentor, and one of the things he always says that just gets on my absolute nerves is check your harvest, right? So, okay, check your harvest. So as this mirror is being held up and these different things are being expressed to me or exposed to me, sometimes we're not even aware of the magnitude of distortions that we live in, right? Because again, we think we doing well. We've been working on us, okay? It's the me for me, all these things. And we've been keeping our peace and we live in joy and we in the atmosphere and we gonna change the world and we got big vision and dreams and goals and all of that. And I love people for real. And I don't hold grudges no more. I forgive, it's getting quicker and quicker. It don't take 50, 11 years. It might take a week. It might take a day. It might take a couple of hours, sometimes a few seconds, right? Depending on what the offense that I perceived is and who it's from, right? I'm doing good, right? By my metrics, by my standard. But in the grand scheme of things, in the kingdom view of things, we evil, we're wicked, we naturally are self-serving, right? And we don't necessarily mean to be, but we can't ignore it. We can't pretend that that is not a part of our human existence. And you may be thinking still right now, no, that's not me. She's not describing me, right? Yeah, she could not possibly be describing me, right? But if you're a business owner, there are so many tactics that we use in marketing that in real life, they would be like, that's manipulative. That's wow. You be playing with people's minds and emotions like that. That's how marketing is. Marketing is grabbing people by their emotional triggers, their mental triggers, hitting them and twisting into those pain points, the things that bother them, that they are frustrated about in their life, and positioning yourself as, hey, I'm the solution for you, baby. I got what you need. Now, if that was on the streets, we'll be like, you out here pimping. You sound like a pimp. Because the pimps, they show up with the girls or the boys or whatever, and they be like, listen, you ain't got to live that struggle life no more, baby. I got what you need. I take care of you. Right? And in our mind, we like, ugh, pimps, nasty, that's disgusting. It's trying to steal that baby life and make them serve you or whatever. But we do it. We do it in other areas of our lives. And we don't consider ourselves pimps. We don't consider ourselves malicious. We don't consider ourselves manipulative, but we are, right? And until that mirror was held up to me, I was like, what? Nah, not me. But then let's go over the harvest. They started to unfold. You do this, you do this, you do this, and you do this to get these specific results. Why? This is your harvest. Now, I don't want you to get all down and out and be like, oh, I'm a wicked person, I'm going to hell. No, that's not what I'm saying, okay? This is not that kind of teaching. But what we do need to understand is we have to account for all of us. For every part of us, we have to take an account for. So if I know that I have a queen mentality, and I really do in all aspects, I really truly believe that everything and all things serves me in my reality. And I walk into every atmosphere in that mindset and energy. And listen, but is that necessarily right? For my reality, it is. Not saying it's a good or a bad thing, but in my reality, it serves me, it works for me. And the things that work for us, that reward us over and over again, we keep doing, right? So me showing up with that energy, that attitude, things happen for me. People start moving for me on my behalf because that's the energy that I carry. Now, another party will look at that and be like, oh, she just think everybody supposed to do stuff for her. She is so conceited, so bougie, so demanding. I'm not demanding because I don't make people do stuff, but what's the word I'm looking for? So just expect it, right? Because I don't necessarily expect people, but I expect situations to bow at my will, right? Because I am queen. And so another party on the opposite end of me, who is a part of that process, may feel like, ugh, like she's manipulative, she's this, she's that, right? And I have to account for that. So understanding that I operate in that energy, that I move in that way, I have to be mindful that as I am operating as queen, as I am operating in expectation, as I am operating that situations and circumstances should bow to me, I also need to be mindful that other people, human people who are connected to me, who are a part of me, who is unto myself, are present in this scenario. And I need to make sure that I am honoring and respectful and loving and kind and treat them with all of these things as well in this situation, because why? They are also queen. They are also king. We are an extension of one another. We are an extension of God, who is our source. And so how dare I show up in all of my queenness and treat you, God, an extension of God, who is source in the earth, lower than your stature, right? And if God is synonymous with love, how do I treat love lower than its stature? But unless we're accounting for all parts of us, then we don't have the capabilities to make sure that we keep those parts of us in check so that the other parts of us shine greatly and bring forth that atmosphere of healing and love and transformation and joy and peace, the atmosphere of heaven, so that the things that are above, as it is above, it is below, right? And so let's look at Yeshua, Jesus, the Messiah, according to our biblical text, right? And, we're taught that Jesus was so pure, so holy, so 100, right? He all love, he's God, right? But he was 100% God. He was 100% man. They did not intersect. He was both and. He was this and that, both, right? did not cross over, did not intersect. And so we have to account for the fact that Yeshua, Jesus, was 100% also evil, as he was 100% also good, right? Because you can't be human and just be all good. It's not possible. It's not. That's not the human experience, right? And if he was touched how we are touched, if he was tempted how we're tempted, if he understands every pain, every strife, every struggle, he has to embody everything that is us. So 100% evil capabilities, as well as 100% good morality. But he accounted for it, because you cannot master or manage what you do not account for. Let me give you an example. Money. A lot of us have poor money management habits, okay? We just swipe, swipe, swipe. We just spend, 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 and we do not have an account. That is why the days of old people had a checkbook. They wrote it. Okay, we write it out. So every penny, we see the movements. We are counting for the movement. Where is this going? Right? So they did not look up and be like, I got $0. What happened? Or I got negative dollars. What happened? Right? Because they accounted for every place that their money was going. But if you are not accounting, those are things that you do not account for, you cannot properly manage. And so as we see with money, if you're just swiping and spending and there is no accounting until you look at your account and it's not showing or reflecting the way that you would like it to, that's a problem. It shows up as a problem over and over and over and over again for you, because you keep not having no money. You keep having problems with your checking account. You keep having problems with your cash flow because there is no accounting. So therefore, there is no proper management. The same thing is true with your life. Same thing is true with your business. The same thing is true with your relationships. The same thing is true with your energy. The same thing is true with your mindset. Whatever area of your whole entire being this is all applicable to that. What you do not account for, you cannot properly manage. And so if we walking around in this delusion, in this broken psychosis that we are just perfect, the best thing since sliced bread, and I'm not saying that you're not, right? Because I still think I'm perfect and the best thing since sliced bread. And on top of that, I am God's favorite, okay? Can't nobody tell me I'm not God's favorite in our relationship. Now, you could be his favorite in your relationship, but over here, I am the apple of the eye, the end all be all. It is me. But I also have to account to make sure that even in that presentation, even in that stance within myself, again, that I am not pushing that my truth, my reality, in assaulting the free will of others into their reality. So I have to account for me. I have to account for my energy. I have to account for my thoughts. I have to account for my emotions. We do that a lot with our emotions. We get upset about something and then we walk around, even if we're not storming around, like if you're naturally a happy-go-lucky, bubbly, extrovert person, and now all of a sudden you and your feelings, you're emotional and you just silent and you walk around with that face. So everybody around you gonna be like, what's wrong? Nothing, I'm fine. When everybody around you know that you're not fine, that something is wrong with you, right? That is a form of manipulation. That is your energy manipulating other people and invading other people's free will. Because now if they don't say nothing to you, now you had a bigger attitude because you have convinced yourself they don't care. And if they do say something to you, you still got an attitude because your reward system says, yes, they're paying attention to me. And so let me do more of this so I can get more sympathy to participate in my pity party. So either way, you're losing because you are not accounting for the fact that you are releasing this emotional energy, and it is not fair to the other parties who are present in your atmosphere to have to experience that with you. Deal with yourself. Account for yourself so that you can properly manage who you are and your interactions with other people. All right, so listen, I hope that was not too much for you today, okay? But as we are going along on this journey of self-awareness and expanding into abundance, we have to really deal with some things about ourselves that we may not enjoy dealing with. It's not a fun process. But if you want to be the highest expression of yourself, you're going to have to deal with you. And it's not just a one-time deal with you. It is a continual, progressive situation. So get comfortable getting outside of your comfort zone. Get comfortable, continuing to put people and knowledge and things and resources in your world, in your reality, so that you can continue to be pushed and pressed to show up as the highest expression of yourself. So I hope you found this helpful. I would love to hear your feedback. You agree, you disagree, you have some aha moments or something you want to share, feel free to put those in the comments. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up to you.
Hey, what's up? Queen Chi here. Listen, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you get the notifications whenever we go live on this channel, because believe me, you do not want to miss these conversations. And if you would like to join us live inside of the Audacity to Rule Royal Chamber, we definitely invite you to come into our community, because these conversations be going real deep, okay, and be getting real raw. All right, so we invite you to join us. To simply text the letters A, the number 2, and the letter R to 844-904-3166. See you on the inside.